Brenda, Andy, how's it going? Oh, I know. I need to get a haircut sometime soon. Right. Now, I'm just happy that at my age I have so much hair. Anyway, catch me up to date. What's been going on with you guys? It's kind of interesting. Permission to ask clarifying questions. Does it seem like you guys are not bonding well? That you're kind of detached? Okay. I know exactly what I want to talk about today. If it's okay with you. Um, And this is going to be a kind of fun uh, kind of fix. You know that our bodies have what's known as the happy hormones. It creates hormones that reward you for um, behavior that is healthy for you. I mean, you've heard of dopamine and you've heard of serotonin. Uh, there's endorphins, and incidentally, we have some puppies, and so my bride talks about furdorphins, how she likes to get her furdorphins by hugging onto the puppies. But the one I want to talk about is not a very well known one, and it's oxytocin. And oxytocin has been called the love hormone, and it's the hormone that bonds one to either another person or to an object. Like for example, Brenda, when you delivered Christina, um, I wasn't there, but I assume that once you know Christina was delivered, after they cleaned her up, what did they do with her? Yeah, they placed her on your chest. No, do you know why? Yes, yeah, to create that mother-daughter bond. Now, really, what happened at that moment when they put Christine on you uh, was that inside of you there was this burst of oxytocin which bonded you to Christine, and there was a burst of oxytocin that happened inside Christine that bonded Christine to you. Now, usually in the past, fathers were kind of like at a distance, and uh, there were a lot of cases of fathers not really bonding with the child. But what I've heard recently is that they're asking the fathers to open up their shirts and button their shirts. And so after a while, they put the baby on the father's chest so that they can be that burst of oxytocin inside the father and that burst of oxytocin inside the baby. So it is and again, the hormone, the love hormone, that bonds, that glues two people, to each other. Now, when I have couples come in to see me and tell me the things that you just said, the first thing that comes to my head is, they're oxytocin deficient. So rather than tell you, I need you to go to your nearest pharmacy and buy a bottle, no, no. There are three three particular ways that or behaviors that you guys can engage in that will increase the oxytocin level inside of you and can very quickly begin to bond you guys. When I've used it in the past and given it as homework, and I just may give this as homework. The couples have come back and they've said like, "Hey, no, we're fine. It works beautifully." And so here it is. So there are three particular things that you can do to increase that oxytocin inside each of your bodies and begin to bond. Now, before I tell you the three things, I want you to understand how important this is. For example, I don't have my phone nearby, uh, but um, I particularly like to have my phone plugged in, most, if not all of the time. if when I'm in the car, I like to connect it. Um, usually here I like to connect it also, and I like to have a full charge at all time. Not only because it's there when I need it, but in case anybody needs to call me, needs to catch me during an emergency or whatever, it's there. And so I'm very mindful of making that connection between my cell phone and the charging cable itself. And again, I'm a stickler when it comes to that. So when it comes to oxytocin, think about that. If you want to be close to each other, it's a matter of plugging in as often as you can and making that connection as often as you can. And so here they are. And of course, if you're going to be doing counseling with Bill Cruz, you need to write stuff down. Okay. So these are three things that you can do to begin to encourage your body to produce oxytocin and begin to bond with the other. And by the way, you can do this with Christine too. Okay. So here we go. Number one, holding hands. When you are holding hands, you are creating that oxytocin inside of your bodies. And so, as often as you can, whether in the car, watching a movie, watching TV, or whatever, hold hands. And the act of holding hands produces that oxytocin. I mean, if you really think about it, if you ever see like an older couple who been married like 50, 60 years or whatever, and then just walking around and you see them holding hands, what comes to your mind? Yeah. Oh, right? Well, because again, um, it's very precious. And that when you see an older couple or a younger couple or whatever, and even like, if you walk with Christine and you hold her hand, uh, you are creating that bonding. You are creating that oxytocin. I'm not going to ask you to put you on the spot, ask you the last time that you guys held hands, but as often as you can, hold hands. And personally speaking, if I'm walking with my bride and we're going somewhere or whatever, uh, I tend to have longer legs than my bride does. Well, I'm 5'12", and she's not. And so, as I tend to take bigger, longer strides. And sometimes my bride catches me and she's like, Bill, tell me again how many steps I'm supposed to be behind you. And I'm like, sorry, true. And so if I'm holding her hand, then I'm right there next to her. So number one, hold hands as often as you can. Okay. Um, Number two, hugging. Yeah, just hugging each other. Now, what I want you to understand is that just, reaching out and just hugging each other produces zero oxytocin. But what they've done when it comes to tests is that as you are hugging each other, it is at the 20-second mark. In other words, hugging up to 20 seconds. It's this 20-second mark that then your body produces the oxytocin. So just going like, hey, I love you, hey, have a nice day, or whatever. Just just a quick hug like that, that doesn't cut it. But when you're holding each other and you're hugging each other and you're holding it for at least 20 seconds, that is when the oxytocin is produced. I mean, and you have seen people like when you see a couple kind of hugging each other for like a really long time, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Aw, right? Exactly. And so hugging each other for at least 20 seconds. And then third of all, the third thing that you guys can do to increase that oxytocin is to kiss. Yeah, but no, no, a peck on the lips does not cut it. It is actually at the 6 second mark. And so, Andy, if I may, um, do not give in to the temptation of while you're kissing Brenda, kind of going, one Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi, but just like in your head, um, again, kiss her for more than 6 seconds, and it will be producing that. Now, I will warn you that this may be new to you. The whole, okay, fine, we'll start holding hands, we'll start hugging at least for 20 seconds, we'll start kissing for at least 6 seconds. Um, but I will caution you against doing it mechanically. Making it really obvious. Okay, and now, but the intent, what you want to do is that you want to bond. So yeah, you want to go more than 6 seconds when it comes to the kids. You want to go more than the 20 seconds when it comes to the hug. The idea is for you guys to have this as your lifestyle, where people will look at you, or you'll inspire other people. "Oh, look at that couple. They're holding hands often, they're hugging often, they're kissing often, if you, I don't know how you feel about PDA. Some people don't like PDAs, but um, jokingly, as you're kissing for more than the 6 seconds, you might hear the whatever, people making fun or whatever. But regardless, and so um, here goes. Homework assignment. Um, Between now and our next session, 3 things. Hold hands as often as you can. Hug for at least 20 seconds plus. And 3, kiss for at least 6 seconds plus. And then be ready to report. Okay? So again, it's good to see you. I don't know, maybe I'll have a haircut by the next time we see you. Okay, so we'll catch you next time, and good luck in building your oxytocin level. Take care.